scripture that you know is in the Bible. Read verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Let's show what the word Egypt means. What does the word Egypt mean? We went back into Egypt again. That's what the Bible is saying. We're going to show you what that Egypt means. Get that.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So the word Egypt means house of bondage. In simple terms, slavery. My brother with the Argos bag. Brother with the Argos bag. Come forward, my brother. Let me talk to you 1 second. Come round. I've got a question for you, brother. Are you familiar with the history on slavery?
Yes, brother.
So how do we get from the coast of West Africa to our lands of captivity right now? What mode of transport? By boat? Let's see, did the Bible prophesy that? Read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Bible said thousands of years before the event took place that our people, the Israelites, that's what God calls us, will go into slavery on slave ships. So who does that make you, my brother? Who does God call you in the Bible? Because this happened to the Israelites, but it's happened to your ancestors. So who does that make you, brother? What is your nationality according to the Bible? You're a black man. If you go to the travel agent and say, can I take a ticket to the land of black? Will you get that ticket, brother? Give me verse 37. I want to show you something. Listen up.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So because we broke God's commandments, he's punishing us, brother. He told us that we will become a byword. That means a name outside of your God-given name. If you look at the chart, we have Judah, the Jews, okay? Now they're called the American blacks, okay? We have Benjamin, the West Indians, that's what we're called today. But do you know what West Indian means, brother? It means Western slave. These names that our oppressors gave to us are trash, garbage, they don't mean anything. They're mocking us. But God calls you by these names, brother. Not black, not West Indian, not Caribbean, not Nigerian, not Jamaican. These are terms to divide us, brother. We are the Israelites and we need to gather back together. We are going to teach the Bible, thus saith the Lord, and gather back the nation of Israel. Read that verse again.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee.
We're tired of being an astonishment, brother. It's time for us to get back to what God commands us. Okay? Give me verse 1. Brother, if you do what the Bible says and apply it, this is what's waiting for you, brother. Listen up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You hear that, brother? If we keep God's commandments, we will rule the planet Earth. That's right. We're not supposed to be second-class citizens, okay? We're supposed to be ruling the earth. But what do we have to do, brother? Did you hear? What do we have to do to take a rightful position in the earth? What do we have to do? Read it one more time. Listen up, brother. Listen up.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
That's the key, brother. To do God's commandments. Okay? That is the key. Let me show you one commandment, brother. Because you are a man and you're supposed to be standing up as a leader in your community. Okay? man be doing? Okay? Give me the book of, give me Hebrews 13 and 4. You have a duty to raise up a nation, okay? But it starts, any nation starts with people, right? And with people you need families, okay? Men and women come together in righteousness, okay? Read that.
Marriage, Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So, brother, if you want to get with a woman, the Bible is saying that you must marry her, okay? Don't take her for lust. Don't take her for 6 months and move on to the next one. The Bible says to get married. And all praises that you're doing that, brother. That's good. That is a good step. So let me show you something else, okay? Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. There's another commandment. Multitudes of commandments we must keep, brother, okay? Don't run off. This is your history, brother, okay? This is how we get out of our condition.
Right.
Read that.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11.
Brother, this is this last one. Read that.
Chapter 11 verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So, brother, do you know the head, your leader, you should be following is Christ? Read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man. But again, today what happens? The woman has taken on the charge of the house. We're living out of order. We're living backwards. We need to come back to the true and correct order of things. Read on.
And the head of Christ is God.
The head of Christ is God. So there's order, okay? You have God, Christ, man, woman, and then the children, okay? We have to get back to getting in the right, correct order. Read on.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoring his head.
You see that? If we're dealing with the Bible, praying or prophesying, reading our Bible, talking about the Bible, as men, our heads should be uncovered. But we have to realize, we've never been taught these things in the church. We've been taught lies, okay? Give me Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. I'm going to show you another lie that's been taught to us for centuries, okay? It's time to learn the truth, because the truth shall set you free. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So we're about to read the revelation, the revealing of Jesus Christ. Because if you go into the church today, you're going to see an image of Christ. What we're going to see, is it according to what the Bible says? Is it according to the image that the Most High told John to write down to show unto his servants, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Brother, sister, we're about to show you what Christ looks like according to the Bible. That's right. Read, verse 14.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
The Bible says Christ had white, woolly hair.
That's right.
So my sister's walking past now. What people on the earth have woolly hair today?
Black people.
That's right.
Exactly correct. 100%. So Jesus Christ did not have straight brown hair, okay? Christ had curly textured hair, afro hair, nappy hair, okay? Read that.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
So sister, I'm looking at your feet right now. The color of your feet is the same color as the rest of your body, okay? So Christ had feet like what?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now, if you look at brass, a 1p coin or a 2p coin, what color is it? Brown. Brown. Brass is brown, okay? So Christ had brown skin, okay? But what texture, what complexion of brown? Read that.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you take any color, especially brown, and burn it in an oven, burn it in a furnace, it comes out only one result. Black. Brother, listen to this. We're showing you what Christ looks like according to the Bible. He's a black man. That's right. Christ walking in you. But do you see it yourself? Give me the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. It wasn't only Christ that was a black man in the Bible. All the prophets were black.
Right.
All the kings in the Bible were black.
Right.
The royalty on this earth was black.
Right. The book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's.
So Solomon is writing down his explanation of what he looked like. Okay? Read that.
Verse 5. I am black.
What did King Solomon say?
I am black.
So the wisest king to ever walk the face of the earth was a black man.
That's right.
Chapter 30 and verse 30.
What you
We're
do?
going to show you what another prophet, another righteous man looked like in the Bible. Because nowadays, the black man's image is destroyed.
Right.
We see ourselves as lowlives, okay? Gangsters. No good for nothing. Low income. We don't see ourselves as the kings and priests that we are.
Right.
That.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
Read that one more time.
My skin is black upon me.
The prophet Job said his skin is black upon him.
That's
Okay?
right.
Let's get some more information about Job. Get me Job chapter 1 verse 1. Because we need to learn about these examples, okay? Not watching the TV, the music videos, the films, okay? And following that example, we need to go back to the Bible and learn about our righteous foremothers and forefathers.
Right.
Read.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1.
Yeah.
There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil.
So our forefather Job kept God's commandments. He was a perfect man. He was not out on the road trying to be a bad man, okay? He was out on the road teaching his people, raising up the nation, showing a good example for the younger generation.
That's
what
right.
we need to be doing.
That's right.
We're getting back to, okay? Keeping God's commandments.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.